Hey everybody, I'm back in the shop again today. For this video, I'm gonna see what's leaking right there, but I'm gonna do my rear pinion seal. It was leaking on us on Big Sky Race Week, and it was kind of spattering the whole back of the car. So I'm gonna go underneath. I got a new seal when we were on the trip. I just topped off the diff, kept going unless it got worse. But now we're gonna go ahead and change it out. All right, it was a fight, but got my exhaust pulled out so I can get to the drive line. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo them 4 bolts and drop it out. All right, got the drive line out. Got a tub to catch any oil that drips. Doesn't look like anything's dripping out. So gonna go ahead and yank that pinion nut off and see if this pinion will slide off. If not, I'll grab a puller and pull it off. Well, I had my diff a little full from the last trip on the way home, but I'll let that trickle out and then I'll go ahead and yank that seal out. We'll get the new one knocked in there. All right, the yoke came right off. Did do a little beating on the seal, got it out, so I'll go ahead and clean that oil up and get the new one hammered in. All right, new seal tapped in. I'm gonna kind of hose some of this stuff off with brake clean. Then I'll put the yoke on, and behind the washer, I'll add a little silicone. All right, so pinion's back in, pinion seal's done. Shouldn't leak anymore. I'm not gonna put my driveline back in. I'm actually gonna pull my torque arm assembly out, and I'm gonna do a Hawks performance one. That'll actually have like a cross member back here. That'll integrate in to my subframe connector, so mount to those. So I'll make it so it bolts on or something, I'll figure it out. And then that torque arm will mount somewhere in the ballpark of back here. Because of the 4L80, it's just tight tolerances up there. There is another company, PA Performance. Was gonna go through them, but they were really bad about answering the phone and answering back to emails, so I just decided to go Hawks. So I'll replace this whole torque arm with a different assembly, so hopefully that works out better. I also ordered UMI control arms and the panhard bar that goes across in the back, because this one in the back is bent. So my axle's actually shifted to the side just a wee bit. So anyways, gonna correct that. I'm gonna update some of the suspension, make it a little stronger, a little less flexible, and rock it that way for a little while, especially since I'm gonna turbo it. So this thing, gotta pull the headers off and the spark plug wires and everything, and the spark plugs out just to fish them headers out the bottom. Kind of a pain in the butt, but this will go, headers will go. Battery, I will have to redo my cables, but I'm probably gonna mount it over there. The whole slot's basically open. It's battery, another battery tray. So I'm gonna jump everything over to there, and I'm gonna mount a turbo right here. Haven't decided on the exhaust and all that, but maybe come out the fender. Haven't decided. But anyways, exhaust housing will be about here. The compressor housing will be here. Maybe I can have my air filter sit here somewhere, or duct it, you know, somewhat up into the airstream of my chicken coop hood scoop. Then I can run intercooler tube down I got plenty of room in here. I just got to modify this one bracket or get rid of this X bracing, and I can put an intercooler in here. So then I can run my first intercooler pipe down into here, run it across, figure out how to get it up and into my intake. So that'll be kind of the next process of figuring out what to do for mounting the intercooler. I'll get that ordered. I'll start mounting it and getting the piping routed on that side at least. That way I can take it off. I can still start this thing and move it. And then I'll come over here and I will build my hot side to the mount for the turbo, the pedestal. So it can mount here. Then I can integrate the driver's side, hot side, up and over and in. Jump it in here, get it hooked up. Wastegate, figure out how to tie the wastegate in, probably dump it up by the fender right here too. So yeah, a little bit of a process, but this thing needs to go faster. That's all I'm gonna do for this little short video. Isn't anything crazy. Next video, I'll install subframe connectors, get those welded in, get the Hawks torque arm in, cross member, get my driveline back in. I'll build a driveline loop from each side of the subframe connectors as well, just because they're a good sturdy place to mount to. So I'll get that done. And I'm just gonna leave the exhaust off. It's basically 10 or 12 inches past the headers right now, piece of pipe. I can cruise it around straight pipe for now, it'll be fine. So I'll drive it that way, but that'll be the next video. And then the one after that, hopefully we'll start on doing intercooler things and turbo stuff. So thanks for watching. If you guys wanna see more, like and follow.